to have you with us. Paul Ryan, Speaker of the House, today said that your recount effort is a ridiculous fundraising stunt. That is a quote. How do you respond to the Speaker of the House?
What are you afraid of? The American people have a right to vote, and we have a right to a transparent process, and to be assured that, especially in Wisconsin, where these voting machines are being used, that are no longer used in California because they are so prone to error and to tampering. They are being eliminated in Maryland and in Virginia. We should have quality voting systems in all of our states, and the American people deserve to have confidence in our vote, especially coming out of this very divisive and bitter election. Let's have assurance that our votes are being counted securely and properly.
Right. There's not an election lawyer I know right now who's been involved in recounts in the past who thinks that there's any way these recounts are going to change the outcome in Wisconsin, let alone in Pennsylvania, where the margin is so large. So is this mainly an academic exercise? And I don't mean to belittle it in that sense. I mean that you're trying to go through and say, this technology doesn't work, this technology does work, to try to restore faith in the system or find places where there are holes in the system? Or is this really an effort to try to overturn the outcome of the election?
So let me say it's not an effort to overturn the outcome of the election. This is not to help one candidate and hurt another. We had already declared we would do a recount in Michigan before the winner was declared. So this is not about who won. It's really about the process and ensuring the American people, at a time of record cynicism and disappointment in our political system, that we can be confident in our votes. And it's not just an academic question. Let me say that we've seen plenty of trouble with voting machines when we've actually looked. We haven't often looked, but like during the recounts in Ohio, 90,000 votes that didn't get counted in Toledo. And the only reason we found out about that was because the people of Toledo in the communities of color felt like they were getting short shrift. They brought a legal case, and sure enough, 90,000 of their votes had not been counted. Why? Because the machine wasn't properly calibrated, so it was just a little bit turned, and it wasn't capable of seeing that those votes were actually voted on. So, these questions have been raised for long enough. There are other sort of red flags here, which is that you had extremely razor-thin margins in these three states. We were using voting equipment that is suspect in one way or another, or there were other red flags, like in Michigan, where there was a sky-high number of blank votes, 80,000 blank votes, which was much higher than in any prior election. So there were warning signs here. Also, the fact that the outcome was the opposite of what had been anticipated. So those factors taken together is why those three states were identified as the areas that we are most likely to find problems. And what we really want here is a voting system where we don't have to show that there was some real major problem in order to have built-in transparency and accountability in the system. And we say going forward, we should have for one thing, we shouldn't be using faulty, perilous voting machines that have been proven to be error-prone and friendly to tampering. We shouldn't be using those machines in the first place. And then secondly, we should have built-in audits.
Dr. Stein, I totally appreciate you coming on. I appreciate totally your commitment to